Today, I'm going to share the only way I know to inspire a guy to think about you nonstop. And not because he's sexualizing you, but because he finds you uniquely special and emotionally compelling. So if you are struggling to create strong pursuit from a quality guy, this video is for you. I see a lot of videos circling around that are nothing more than manipulative tactics to get a guy to notice you. That's not what this video is about. So counterintuitively, if you really want to create that lasting presence in someone, where when they're not with you, they feel your essence, they feel your presence, they feel a need for connection with you, then you cannot have this as the goal. You need to elevate the goal and change it from I want the guy to think of me nonstop to I want to show up as the most worthy, the most connected, the most alive, the most present version of me. And the byproduct of that with the right guy will create a level of attraction that I may have never experienced before. Now, very, very important to make the distinction between a guy thinking of you nonstop in a healthy way and a guy being obsessed with you, which is not what we want. A guy who's obsessed with you needs to get a life, needs to get a therapist. A guy who thinks of you, who feels you, and wants to move things forward as a result of that, that's kind of what we're going for. But take a step back and recognize that when you show up in a way where that's not what you want from him, it's going to be far more likely that he will show up that way. Furthermore, when your life starts feeling more intensely alive, even if it takes a little longer to connect with the right guy, you feel like you're moving in the right direction. The second step that needs to happen, if you really want to create that feeling of connection and impact when you're not with that guy, is you need to come from a position of generosity versus neediness. What does this mean? Imagine that you have two amazing salespeople. They both sell luxury cars. Two women who sell cars. One of them wants to get you into the car that she wants to get you in because her quota is strong, she's low on sales that month, and she's going to shove that car down your throat whether you want it or not. The other one comes from a much more abundant place. Her goal is different. Her goal isn't to sell you a car, it's to help you make the best possible decision, whether it's her car or somebody else's. Who do you think you'll feel far more likely to want to buy from? Probably the second person. Why? Because their agenda is to help you versus to get you to do what they want. When you show up with men and your goal isn't to get them to like you or want to be with you, but to show up as the best version of yourself, and through that and the conversations and the dates that you go into help him make his best decision as you're making yours, then that lack of neediness will feel far more attractive to him than any tactic that you could ever plan. The third step, if you want a guy to think of you nonstop in a healthy way, is you need to understand that there's nothing more powerful than strong presence to create that effect. Have you ever had a conversation with someone who makes you feel like in that moment of the conversation, you're the most important human being to them in the world? What happens when somebody does that for you? You feel very compelled, and you often think about them when they're no longer with you because that's not what's the norm for most people. Most people are not present when they connect with you. So think about it this way. When you show up with full roundedness, when you take deep breaths, when you make eye contact, when you're not thinking of future pacing or thinking of your past, when you kill your inner dialogue, when you give that guy full undivided attention, that is not what he gets in life from men or from women. So you will definitely stand out. Beyond you standing out and beyond the guy feeling more attracted to you, you will be practicing one of the most powerful things to do in life, which is being here and now. Fourth step, if you want to create the strongest impact on a guy, is invite him to be his highest version. What does that mean? That means that through conversation, through witnessing, now that you're being more present, you can ask questions that allow him to tell you who he is and reveal his hopes, his dreams, his likes, what he's passionate about, what wakes him up early and makes him stay up late. Who doesn't want to talk about things that make them feel inspired? When you have the quality of presence and witnessing and insight in communication, where you can get the guy to reveal more of who he is in ways that make him feel alive and connected, not only do you get to know more about him, but the strong feelings of excitement, connection, and vision are directly associated to your face as he's connecting with you. So again, you're not doing this as a technique. You're doing this because you genuinely want to learn more about him. It just so happens that when he feels this way, he expresses himself to you. He understands that you care. He understands that you get him, and he feels excited and alive when he creates that association with being with you. Before I share my last 3 steps, if you're a woman who's been single for a while, my guess is you don't fully understand the root cause of why you're single. So what I've done is I've taken 13 years of helping women in every walk of life you can imagine, every kind of life challenge you can think of, and help them to attract their ideal life partner, their husband, even if they haven't been able to do it in the past. I put it together in a single quiz you can take in 60 seconds that will reveal to you the number one reason you're still single. So if you want to participate, all you have to do is go to the first link in the description. You will see a page that looks like this, answer a few simple questions, and in 60 seconds or so, you'll have 2 things. The answer to the question, why you're still single, and a custom report that will share based on your specific blind spot, what is the number one thing you can do starting today to reverse this trend and attract the guy you want in a fraction of the time. Step number 5 is to dial up your uniqueness. If you have a volume of you, a volume of who you are, your quirks, your differences, your weirdness, and you elevate that to reveal itself, the guy who's the right guy for you will show up stronger. The guy who's the wrong fit for you will reveal himself to you far more quickly and will vanish, disappear, or self-disqualify. If you have something that's unique and special, but you're trying to vanilla it to make sure that everybody likes it, then not only are you diminishing your light and your greatness, but you're making it far harder for that person who's looking for the unique flavor of you, the unique vision of you, the unique speciality that only you can bring, your thumbprint that's unique and different, to actually hit him in the heart. So when you dial up your volume and you're not shy away from sharing what you really think about things, how you feel, what are the things that make you dream, what are the things you love, things you hate, then the guy that is in front of you, if he is the right fit and the right frequency, he will feel you even when you're not with him. Step number 6 is give the men you connect with a clear path to win. A few simple ways of doing this. Number 1, express your needs more clearly. Number 2, communicate directly. There's multiple ways of communicating, and they're not better or worse, but some work quicker with men than others. So instead of giving him the long, twisted version, flowery, just tell him exactly what you're looking for. Tell him what you're needing. Be clear and specific. Share your boundaries, share your needs, share your dreams, share your hopes. Make sure that he understands. If he says, for example, I want to have sex with you, and you're not ready, that you say, hey, if you do feel excited about it, but you're not ready for it, say, I really feel excited. I really dig you. I think you're awesome. I think you're attractive. And I need more time. I need more space. I need more compatibility. I need more witnessing. If all those things align and we become exclusive, then I'm all in. We'll have the best sex of our lives. Before then, even though I really want to, I'm going to say no for right now. Tell him what needs to happen for him to get what he wants while he gives you what you need. Step number 7, develop more options. I can't tell you of something that will relieve you from the stress of this anxiety more than showing up in an abundant mindset. There is no way for you to show up abundantly if you cannot walk away from that conversation, from that connection. When that is the only guy who can fulfill your dreams, you're kind of screwed because you're going to have to show up needy at times. You're not going to share your true self out of fear he's going to disappear or maybe not like you enough. But when you know you have more options, you might really dig this guy. You might really want for him to be the one. But if he's not the one, there's somebody else. When you stand in that space, when you can walk away from a situation, when you have more options, you can show up far more relaxed. And that relaxedness will allow him to want to step up more. Hope this is helpful and useful and insightful. If it is, it would mean the world to me and to my channel. If you click like and subscribe, share this with a friend who needs to hear this. And if you want to continue learning how you can attract the guy you want without need for gimmicks, manipulation, games, or stupid techniques, make sure to watch the next video right here.